Hi everyone, it's Giselle with a message for today, and I wanted to talk about the energies at the moment, what I've experienced as a bit of an energy update, and what I've also picked up from readings with my clients. So, for the past, I would say, 2 to 3 months, I've noticed, and it's still ongoing now, that there has been a ton of past life, but also childhood in this life. A ton of, well, what I felt very strongly for me was in this life, there's been a lot of healing that needed to take place. Healing past hurts, particularly from childhood, so not even connected to your person. And I feel that the other person is also looking at doing that for themselves, where they've had to look at childhood healing, a lot of the issues. And it's unfair for us to assume that other people have had easier lives than we had, or that there was surely no way that their life could have been difficult. It's unfair to assume that, because there is so much more than meets the eye. And it's important for us to be compassionate and have empathy towards somebody, just because you don't know the full extent of their past hurts and how it has affected them, and just because maybe you would have reacted differently, doesn't mean that their way of healing it is less valid or less significant. And I feel that we've been particularly guided to doing a ton of childhood and past life healing because we need to be better versions of ourselves, for ourselves first and foremost. And then also, if we are looking at reuniting, there's a ton of stuff that we need to address before we can really be in that interdependent rather than a codependent connection and live through unconditional love and acceptance. And I've seen comments here and there, not just on my own videos, but on other people's, where people have been quite angry and thinking that, well, why can't they just be with us right now? And it's a tough one. But this is what I keep telling people. If you do not feel that this is your journey and this does not resonate with you, you do not have to take part in this. You don't have to leave comments. You don't have to discourage others. And what I want to say is, for those who are being discouraged by these type of comments, is don't allow it to discourage you, because ultimately the only person that will know whether this is right for you is you. And you need to just follow your heart's guidance and your intuition. It will totally guide you, because you will feel whether you should be on this journey or not, whether you are actually part of this journey or not. Some people have just not got this path, and they have another path. They have a path where they discover spirituality on their own or through different types of connections. So this journey is not for everyone, and sometimes people do stumble upon it and then it doesn't resonate with them and it makes them frustrated and angry. And if it does make you feel like that, then please do not bother angering yourself and therefore other people in this community. But I just want to say that if you are drawn to healing your past life and childhood issues, take all the time you need, because I thought that I'd already addressed so much of this years prior, not even months, but years and years before. And for the last few months, you probably noticed I haven't been uploading very much. It's because I wanted to make myself the best version of me before I give back to my viewers, because I do not want to involve that energy, that really intense healing energy that I needed to focus on for myself into the videos that I was putting out. So that is why I've had to take a lot of time. And it's not about making sure I put out a video every X amount of days or weeks. I have to, for myself, make sure that I am at the optimum energy that I can be at that time, so that I can give a good vibrational exchange here when I do post. But it has been tough. It has been very eye-opening, very challenging. I've discovered a ton of things about the people around me. Actually, very little of it had to do with my person. It had a lot to do with family, with how I was brought up, with things I had to face and struggled with as a child. And then it all sort of resurfaced, and I've had to deal with those things now again through fresh eyes. And as somebody who has healed a ton, but it was still very challenging, still very draining. And this is why I felt it was important for me to take a step back and not bombard the people on my channel watching my videos with, kind of half-hearted efforts at putting out something that would only be tainted with that very painful and quite negative hurt that still needed to be healed. I'm not going to say that I'm 100% done. I do feel that I still have some work to do, but it is getting better, and the more understanding I can get for myself and about the people that it involved, the better I can cope with it should it ever arise in the future. I'm hoping it won't, because I do feel that I am nearing sort of, the culmination of this healing in with the particular issues that have been brought up. But if they ever should arise again, I do feel that I'll be equipped with being able to deal with it a lot better, because I've been very patient with it and very trusting in the process that I will be able to make it through. And it's very good to be able to do things like this, because you don't want to drag your old baggage in to your new connection. This connection is unlike any other, and it will not be comparable with other relationships. If you are looking for something that resembles other relationships like you've had before, the very typical 3D connections, then this journey is something to be reconsidered. And this is just what I wanted to share, because it is such a sensitive topic. So I hope this helps and hopefully encourages anybody who's also going through similar healing at this time. And oh yes, I have posted on my community page, but some people said that for some reason, if they're using particular devices, they can't see my community page. Contact me for details, but I am doing up to 50% off 20 session bundles, up to 40% off 10 session bundles, and 25% off 4 session bundles, because I will be changing my prices in January, and they will be going up from 27.50 British pounds to 30 British pounds per reading session. And I have listed the other prices on my community page, but if you for any reason cannot see them, do contact me via the email address linked below, and I'll be able to assist you with that. Or actually, you know what? I'll just put all the details that I have posted on my community page in the description, and you'll be able to just directly click onto the PayPal link should you want to multi-buy, and you can then choose to use the healings, readings, or channel messages at a later date, even into the new year, even though the prices will have changed by then, as long as you've purchased them by the 31st of December this year. So I thank you all very much for watching. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.